space. It's a wonderful day for both of us. My name is Val, I'm a personal trainer, bodybuilder, overall fantastic human being, and a woman of many talents, one of which happens to be ripping off other people's recipes. Based on my previous vlog, I got quite a few questions on Instagram about the infamous pancake slab. It's not my recipe, it's actually Remington James's recipe, which I've adapted to be baked and served for 4 portions, as opposed to making 6 individual pancakes, then making 6 individual pancakes again, and then doing that again if you're meal prepping. You're gonna need a fat bowl, and you're gonna need your oven going at 180 degrees, and you're gonna need a fairly large pan with some parchment paper on it so nothing gets stuck. It's a really simple recipe. All of these you can get in a supermarket. Bit of a sticky one with the egg whites, but again, just order them online, don't be a child. I like to go in with the wet first, as opposed to the dry. And we've got 170 grams of zero fat yogurt for 1 serving, which yields 680 grams overall for the whole thing. So let's just weigh that out real quick. God, this is really thick. Right guys, I'm gonna have to superset. And the one thing I don't understand about fire is what is the purpose of this? Do you know what I mean? And I mean, I get for a big one, but for a small one, come on. So that is 620 grams, but I'm sure if I add a bit of egg white, it'll be all right. Next, we've got 92 grams of egg whites per serving, which overall should yield 184, 368 grams of egg white. Okay, that should do me fine. I'm gonna add a little bit extra, just because I'm missing the Greek yogurt. So far, it looks, looks like Greek yogurt and egg white sloshing around in a bowl. What we're gonna do is we're gonna mix it so it looks a little bit glossier and a little bit more combined. Professional cooking tip: if you get all your ingredients to room temperature, they mix better, but I didn't do that, so mine's a little bit lumpy, but you know what? It's all right. Okay, I think it's time to go in with the dry. So we've got 120 grams of protein powder. I'm using casein. I have used whey before, but if you want these to retain moisture in the oven and actually have actually taste like they're fresh when you reheat them, use casein, because it's just better to use in baking anyway. Keeps things thick and moist. So that's 120 in. We're gonna mix it up because you don't want to put all the dry ingredients in together at once, like I have done in the past. So what you eventually end up with is this nice, thick, glossy mixture of Greek yogurt, egg white, and protein powder. And to be honest, I'll be quite content eating this on its own because I'm really hungry. Instead, we're gonna kick in with our American pancake shaker mix. So I've used a number of these. I've tried the doctor's mix. You know the one I'm talking about, the blue packets. And works quite well, but I'm not about to pay £2 for a tiny little sachet. So I've just gone for the chocolate chip Tesco's one. Macros are pretty much identical, so not too bothered. 216 grams, right? No, 208 grams, so let's just... Okay, that's us sorted. Oh my god, it's actually got chocolate chips in it. What a nice surprise. And before I fully incorporate this, I'm gonna add 20 grams, yes 20 because it's 5 grams per serving, 20 grams of baking powder, which I should have probably sifted before throwing it in, but you know what? It's a little bit chunky, I don't mind. That's what we've ended up with. A very lumpy, chunky mixture, but we're gonna make it work. I mean, I'm not mad about this. I'm not mad about this at all. However, from experience, it is a little bit thick, so I've put in about 200 ml of water in there. So we're just gonna mix that in, trying to loosen it up a little bit. So this is more what I'm looking for. So a more homogeneous, smooth kind of texture, but it's still quite thick. This is completely optional, but I like adding some berries to mine just because it keeps it a little bit fresher. I go with 80 grams a serving, so that's 320 grams. Guys, I dropped out of uni, all right? Leave me alone. 150, Tesco's finest, because I'm self-employed now. I do what I want. Whatever is in here. Okay, that's about 300. That should do me fine. There's just gonna be one humongous strawberry in there. Oh, what has my life come to? So this is what we've ended up with. A nice smooth pancake batter full of protein goodness for you. I'll put the macros on the screen as usual, but for now, I need to put this into the pan. So I know I said non-stick parchment paper, but like, I'm really paranoid that it is gonna stick and it's gonna ruin my perfectly formed slab. So hit it liberally with fry light. Now, just pour it out and evenly distribute. I'm not gonna lie, this strawberry is really annoying me. I mean, it's just like, do you know what? I'm gonna put it in the centerpiece. It's bang on in the center, and everything else can be distributed evenly, like God intended. All right, so if you followed my instructions to the T, this is what you should end up with. Obviously, customize it as needed. I mean, I've added cocoa powder before, peanut butter powder, but this is just like my go-to base recipe. It's gonna go in the oven, 180 for about 25 minutes to half an hour, something like that. Oh, she's looking good. I won't burn myself. Okay, it's a little bit of stuff on there, so we gotta wait a little bit longer. I lied. It's been 35 minutes. Oh, she is just, look at that. I mean, crusty. It's got a nice crust on it. Like, it feels almost, like, it feels excessively hard, but it's not. Like, it's got a nice crust on the outside of it. This is gonna go horribly wrong, isn't it? No, it's not. Wow. This is what we've ended up with. And this is why we use plenty of fry light, because if you think about it, this thing has literally got like no fat in it. I mean, we've used egg white, low fat yogurt, all of that. So you've got to be really careful for it to stick. And it will stick even with fry light and non-stick parchment paper. Ah, broken the crust. This is what you should roughly end up with. We've got the centerpiece strawberry, bit mushy. And we've got all of our, I mean, I don't know, but I'm quite proud of it. This is what it looks like up close. It's really hot, so I'm gonna let it cool down, divide it into 4 sections, and easy as that. Well, that was a very quick one from me. Again, just showing that meal prep doesn't have to be chicken, broccoli and rice, doesn't have to be egg white omelets all the time. Can be actually quite fun and quite nice, to be fair. This thing does taste like a pancake. So see you in the next one.